Good morning. I mentioned that I was recently at the NCI Nutrition Coaching Institute certification with Jason Phillips. It was fantastic. I haven't been to a nutrition cert for quite some time, and it was like drinking from a fire hose. It was an amazing certification, and I learned a ton of new things. Even having been in this health and wellness space for a long time, it's always great to brush up on some things. So I asked people what they would like to hear about, and I got a couple messages that you would like to hear about how to kill sugar cravings. So in this video, I'm going to give you great tips on how to kill your sugar cravings. So if you're feeling like you're addicted to sugar, you actually are, because the brain perceives sugar like it does cocaine. So if you feel like you're addicted to sugar, it's because how do I want to say it, neurotransmitters that are being hit with a sugar hit as with cocaine. So it can be difficult to get off sugar, but it can be done. So one of the first things that I like to think about with sugar cravings is to notice what you're noticing. Notice when you're eating it or when you're craving it, what's happening in your life, what time of day it is, what's surrounding that sugar craving. And lots of times we can address the situation to avoid and hit that sugar craving so that you can, because relying on willpower is very difficult. You'll always cave in when you're tired. So noticing, say it's after dinner or maybe after lunch, you can be changing maybe the situation so that you're not craving sugar. You want to think about your why as to why you want to get more fit, and relying on that why, or more fit or healthy, and thinking about that why when you're craving sugar really helps. Employing the 10-minute rule really helps as well. So if you see a cupcake and it's like, dang, I want that cupcake, I really want that cupcake, instead of impulsively grabbing the cupcake, set your phone for 10 minutes and think about your why. Why do I want to be healthy? Why do I want to cut back on sugar? Why is it important that I don't eat sugar? And 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to resist that sugar when you really think about it, when it's top of mind awareness. Now, you must know that when you eat sweet, you crave sweet. Not that you must know it, but you might not already know it, but you should know that. When you eat sweet, you crave sweet. So the less you eat sugar, the less cravings you'll have. But you've got to know that those first couple days coming off sugar, it's kind of a detox, and you can be feeling a little bit headachy, and it can be a bit difficult for you, so just bear with it. A couple other tips are to eat more protein. When you're eating more protein, you have more stable blood sugar. And oftentimes when you have a roller coaster of blood sugar, what happens is that if you have low blood sugar, your body is going to crave the thing that's going to elevate your blood sugar the fastest, and that's probably sugar. So when you have a more stable hormonal profile for insulin, then that will help to reduce your cravings. You could replace your sugar with things like fruit. And although that has fructose in it, it's less sweet. So you can get your sugar hit from fruit, which is more nutritionally dense, has more fiber, will fill you up. There's a lot more, obviously, nutrition in it. And it's not as intensely sweet. So that will hit your sugar craving, but not be detrimental to your health. On another note, you want to avoid artificial sweeteners that can be up to 600 times sweeter than table sugar. So although you might be thinking, oh, this has just got artificial sweetener, it's fine. It changes your palate so that it's difficult to enjoy, say, an apple or a cantaloupe or some kind of fruit, because it just doesn't taste sweet when you're used to loading up on artificial sweeteners. Saying no at the grocery store to sugary things is really important. Again, it's kind of noticing what you're noticing, so that if you if you take away the temptation, you don't have to rely on willpower. So when you're in the grocery store, when you're out and about, just try not to get those sugary things in your purse, in your bag, in your grocery cart, because then you don't have to rely on willpower to not ingest that stuff. And this is a habit that I have after lunch, is to go for a walk. So sometimes the fresh air and the vitamin D will help to energize you and give you that boost. Going for a walk, doing 10 burpees, doing some jumping jacks. Sometimes your body craves sugar when it needs some, like when it's feeling lethargic and it wants a bit of an energy boost. And a lot of people think that energy output is draining, and if you exercised, I don't have the energy for that. Energy begets energy. So if you go for a walk or do something active, that will help to curb your sugar craving and will give you the energy boost that the sugar would. Remember that when you ingest sugar, you get a little bit of a rush, but then your body produces insulin, which, by the way, you can never lose fat in the environment when insulin is present, because insulin is the rest and digest hormone. It's part of the sympathetic nervous system, and it will put you to sleep. You will not lose fat when you have insulin. So where was I going with this? So I can't remember what I was starting down a rabbit hole on that. But the idea is that that's what I was going to say, is that when you eat sugar, you get a little bit of energy, but then your body produces insulin to lower the sugar, and so the blood sugar. And then what happens is you typically go a little bit lower, and then you're going to crave sugar again. So you're going to be on this high, low of sugar cravings. So getting rid of the sugar as much as possible, or stabilizing your blood sugar by adding a bit of fat or protein with your food, is going to help that insulin roller coaster, and you're going to be so much more likely to burn fat as an energy source instead of storing it. So a couple other tips, especially at night. Somebody said, I do well during the day, but then what happens is I have all these nighttime cravings. So here's what I do, is I just go brush my teeth. When I know that, I should be done eating, I go brush my teeth, and because I'm a little bit lazy, I don't want to brush and floss my teeth again, it's a reminder not to eat. The other thing is you could have a cup of tea. Make sure that it's decaffeinated after lunchtime, especially if sleep is an issue for you. You could chew sugarless gum, and you could always get a nutrition coach or a coach that's specifically going to create or will create a plan specific to you and your needs, especially regarding sugar. It can, like I said, it can be difficult getting off that sugar roller coaster, but it's really, really important. And like I said, I can't emphasize enough that balancing hormones is one of the key issues with fat loss. And a lot of people think that we have to just balance, like when we go through menopause, we have to balance just progesterone and estrogen and like the sex hormones. But for the most part, many women over 40 are insulin resistant or have high levels of cortisol. So insulin and cortisol are on opposite sides of the coin. And when those hormones are out of whack, fat loss is literally impossible. Your energy is tanking. You're going to be subject to a lot of menopausal, like unfavorable menopause symptoms. Like we can't cure menopause, but we can greatly decrease the symptoms of menopause to help us breeze through it, so that we don't have a muffin top and menopause belly. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about sugar cravings today, because that was what somebody asked about. So if you've got other questions regarding nutrition in particular, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out with that. And like I said, I can't emphasize the need enough for personal coaching regarding your own personal nutrition. Everybody's got something different going on. Would love to help you. And if you can, I'll put up a link later on how to get in touch to see if we're going to be a good fit to work together with me or one of my coaches. And have an awesome Monday. As you can see, I am in the airport. I am in Washington, D.C. I love this place. And I am headed to another mastermind about mindset. So never stop learning. I'm always working hard to bring you the best information so that I can help you, through this difficult time of menopause. So have an awesome day.